Hey guys, it's Cream, aka Miss Cream of the Crop, and welcome to another episode of Spotlight on Black-owned Brands. This is episode 31, and I'm so excited because my guest, Drea Dominique, is our featured Black-owned, woman-owned spotlight today, and we will be spotlighting her brand, Heartspace by Drea. Drea, how are you this afternoon?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing amazing. Thank you so much for agreeing to come on and talk about your Black woman-owned brand.
Thank you for having me. It looks like we're matching today. I'm feeling the
Yes,
yellow.
absolutely, yes. I love a hat moment. I'm always in hats. I love hats.
Me too. I'm the same way.
Yes, yes. So tell us a little bit about the name of your brand. Why did you call your brand Heartspace by Drea?
So the brand is Heartspace by Drea, and I named it that because I just feel like everybody should move through life working from their heart space. Do everything with love, and that's what I put into all of my products, and that's how I got the name.
Yes, awesome. So how long has Heartspace by Drea been a business?
So I opened it up the beginning of this year, or I should say the end of last year,
Mm-hmm.
and it's new and still up and coming, but yeah, we're out here. 2021, I think, will be a more successful year than this year has been due to COVID. But yeah, we're new and we're going, and I think I got a pretty good product on my hands, a couple of them.
Awesome. So we're going to get into a few of the products, but for um, other entrepreneurs out there, it seemed like 2020 was the year that encouraged everyone that was thinking about starting a business. They, um, you know, kind of put being an entrepreneur in the back burner because like, no, I got to make this money. I have this good job. I'm doing all these things that are taking up all the time in the world that's not allowing me to actually delve into being an entrepreneur. So for anybody out there that had all of those thoughts, and they either decided to become an entrepreneur in 2020 because of everything that's going on, they said, hey, let me just go for it. And for those out there that are still a little hesitant because of everything that's going on in 2020, you're like, listen, I need to just get all the money, the guaranteed money that I can. What encouragement or encouraging words can you give those two groups of people right now?
You know, just if you have a dream and you want to do it, go for it. There's no time like the present to get moving. And, you know, I know it seems like everything is kind of at a standstill, but honestly, the quiet time is the best time to perfect whatever it is you're trying to work on. And just look forward to next year, you know, perfect it, get it right so you can drop it for the new year, and then it'll take off. So just keep going. Even if you're stuck in the house, it's perfect time for you to come up with an idea. This year has definitely brought out the hustler in a lot of people, and it showed the other people, you know, some of them don't really have it in them. So if you want to go for it and you feel like you're a hustler, then start building your brand.
Yes, absolutely. And for those out there that tried and found out it's just not for them, I want to give you guys some encouraging words and say it's not a failure, because if you learned a lesson, then that's exactly what it is. It's a lesson. And I think, like you said, I don't think there was a better year to try and fail or learn a lesson than 2020.
Right.
This was the year where almost everyone was at a standstill. It's a little harder trying new things when everyone else seems like they're still moving and they're going to surpass you. But this year, almost all of us had the opportunity to sit still and almost do nothing.
Yeah.
So if you're going to try and learn a lesson, I think this would be or would have been the best year to do that. So,
Definitely.
you know, don't see it as a fail. See it as, you know what, I tried and I'm glad I tried because now I know entrepreneurship is not for me.
Or, you know, it's a setback, but not an end-all, be-all. So if there's things that you feel like you failed at, you didn't fail at it. You just figured out the right way to do it wrong, and now you're going to correct it and move forward and progress. So don't look at it as you failed because you didn't. There's a lesson in everything, and sometimes the blessing is in the lesson. So just run with that.
Yes, 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 absolutely. So I know that a lot of times I always talk about this with other entrepreneurs that social media makes entrepreneurship seem like it's the easiest thing to get into, but behind the scenes, there's a lot of work that goes into it. So what are some things that you've learned about entrepreneurship that you didn't know until you actually started Heartspace by Drea?
Well, it seems like it's going to be easy. You think like, oh, I could do this. It's not. It takes a lot of work. There's a lot that goes into it. You have to just invest the time. That's really just what it's about. Things don't just happen like this. Sometimes people need that full year to perfect whatever it is. Don't think because you haven't got it going, everything's moving in a month, that it's not meant for you. You just got to keep on grinding, and that's what I'm doing.
So how do you continue to be motivated through the lessons and the hard times?
It's just you got to keep a positive outlook no matter what. Don't get down or discouraged if something doesn't work out for you. Like I said, it's not an end-all, be-all. It's just a setback. So you just got to keep that mindset no matter what you're going through because, again, there's lessons in everything. So just don't get discouraged, Remember, everything you go through, you're supposed to. You're right on time. You see other people and you're like, oh, look at them. They're winning there, this and that. I should have been here. No, you're supposed to be right where you're at. Everybody has a season, and maybe it's your winter, and it's not your spring or your summer, but it's coming. So just stay determined. Don't get discouraged.
And there's nothing wrong with winter time at all.
Right. Well, a lot of plants, they sleep in the winter when their roots are growing, and then they produce the fruit later. So, you might be in winter right now, but your roots are forming underneath to make your branches strong to produce that fruit.
Exactly. That's a good analogy. Like bears hibernate in the winter, but when they're awake, they are beasts.
Exactly.
They are beasts. So just because they hibernate doesn't make them weak. It just means they're gathering up all of their energy so that when they're awake, they do what they need to do in the springtime. So that's a really, really good analogy. So I know a lot of us entrepreneurs, we tend to overwork ourselves, and then we realize at the end of the day, hey, I did not eat today. I can't remember the last time I went to sleep. I don't think I've had the opportunity to stay as hydrated as I'm supposed to.
Right.
So those times where you're just extremely exhausted or you realize that you just overworked Drea, what are some ways that you wind down to refresh yourself as an entrepreneur?
Well, I drink a lot of tea. You have to make the time to rest. You shouldn't overwork yourself because being successful isn't about being burnt out. It's about just accomplishing what you can. So you just got to take the time to rest. You have to. Because that's why a lot of people are just like, they got the knife in their back, like, I got to keep going. You don't have to do that. You can relax and get back to it tomorrow. It's okay to take a break. You're not in a race with nobody. You are in your own lane. So you just rest when you need to. It's okay.
Yes. And I think that goes along with your other advice when you said that your season is your season. And I think that a lot of people, like you said, tend to look at everyone else and they're like, oh my God, they're going to finish before me. But whatever's meant for you is meant for you. So you can take a nap because when you wake up, what's meant for you is still going to come. And actually, you need to take the nap because if you don't, you might be too delirious and you even miss your opportunity, or you can't even see what's meant for you because you're tired.
Right. If you're not at 100, then what do you expect, So you have to. You're not racing anybody. Just rest when you need to, work when you're supposed to, and then get back to resting again.
Yes, absolutely. I'm all for it, even though I need to take that advice myself. I gotta add some naps to my schedule. But so tell us a little bit about the products that Heartspace by Drea offers, or the services that Heartspace by Drea offers. Like, tell us a little bit about it.
So I have a lipstick gloss line.
Okay.
I've got a couple of different options. So like this one is called Brick, and it's kind of a rusty orange. I've got Baby, which is like a baby pink. I've got Smooch. This is my favorite. It's red, and it has your lips popping. And then Royal, which is like a purplish pink, but, like royalty. And then my products they're all organic. Some of them have CBD in them, and they're just awesome. And I wish I had all of my styles of lashes, but I have 4 styles of lashes as well, but I only have 3. So
Okay.
they're good, but they're not looking like you're gonna fly away. Because the styles these days, the girls look like they're birds with wings. So I have 4 styles of lashes. I only have 3 with me today. And then they're foaming. We are animal friendly around here, so we're not killing any creatures to have our beauty products. And then I also have merch. So I've got, t-shirts with some modeling stuff on it. So this is me in the Queen's chair. I have another one. This one's actually still in the packaging, but another one, me in a hoodie. Me with the fur coat on it. I've got, what else do I have? This one, I gotta pull it all the way out. This is for my ex-wives, we're single. Yeah. We're out, okay,
Yes.
ladies. And then for winter, I've got some hoodies. Also has another picture of me on it. And they come in black and white. So those are the products that you can purchase on my website, DreaDominique.com. So support my stuff if you are a girl, a boy, a divorcee.
Yes, for everyone in between, because
Everywhere.
all
A child, a mother.
respect the pronouns, so anyone, whatever pronouns,
Whatever you are.
LGBTQ plus, cisgender, everything. Shop Drea's website. It's for everyone. And we all know right now that lashes are all the rage. Makeup is all the rage. So you're right on trend with what's going on right now. And for those of us out here that we do like to wear lashes for photo shoots and, when we get on video, we want to get glammed up. But we there are ladies and others like myself that don't like the over-the-top glam lashes.
Right.
I see you have us covered.
Yes.
For everyone else that likes the super glammed lashes, there are several other places that have you covered. But you can come back with pop and some cute t-shirts.
That's right.
So one of the other things that a lot of people that are starting businesses struggle with is budget and budgeting. So how do you handle budgeting for merch, budgeting to pay yourself, or budgeting to invest back into your business? What are some pieces of advice that you can give other entrepreneurs that are just starting that has worked for you, or lessons that you've learned that's helped you develop these?
Well, for myself, I already had a budget saved up to produce what I wanted to produce. So I had a set number of, how many t-shirts I want, whatever, all that stuff. So I purchased everything up front before I even came out. And I ordered a pretty good amount. I'm positive thinking we're going to sell all of this stuff. You know what I mean? So everybody's different. A lot of people are not as fortunate as me to be able to have the right funding. So if you got to start with a little bit, start with a little bit. Test the waters. Get your little handful of stuff and see how that sells, and then continue on. But don't think just because you can't order a whole bunch of stuff that you shouldn't do it until you can. Definitely don't, get your couple of pieces and see how it does, and then continue to go, That's where I started with my lips, my lashes, and my t-shirts and stuff, but I want to do other things. I want to do a perfume. I'm thinking maybe a nail polish, whatever, maybe a skincare, maybe a liner, maybe a brow kit, but start small if you need to, and then grow with yourself.
You're like, listen, I'm going to start with the staples. I know that lip gloss is going to sell, lashes are going to sell, t-shirts are going to sell. Because right now, everyone's buying that. And I'm glad that you didn't allow yourself to look and see that the market already has these products, and you got you discourage yourself like, well, they're already selling lashes, they're already selling lip gloss. I mean,
you gotta not look to your left or your right when you're in the race. You gotta just look at the goal and get there. You know what I'm saying? There's a million people that are gonna do everything just like you, just like there's a million artists in the world. That doesn't mean you should stop singing just because everybody else sings. You gotta do what you want to do, and whatever you're passionate about and you're supposed to do, God will bless you with that. So you just gotta go for it.
Yes, absolutely. You definitely exude Heartspace by Drea, and I loved it. So I'm hoping that everyone that watches this episode of Spotlight on Black Owned Brands, I hope they can see that you truly do live out the name of your brand. And I want them to make sure that they support you because you're spreading positivity, you're spreading love, and you're making us look good and cute while we're doing it. Whether, you know, your pronoun is he, she, them, they, or nothing at all.
Everything, you know, mom, dog, not dog, mom.
Well, no, dogs can wear t-shirts. They can
on your dog, okay?
Yes. Absolutely. And listen, your ex-wife, get you a hoodie, girl.
Right.
Get you an ex-wife hoodie.
So you're like, oh, you snooze, you lose, what?
Yes, absolutely. So before we end this episode, what would you say is your biggest inspiration to continue to do what you do and do what you love?
Well, my biggest inspiration is I'm a mom. I have a daughter. She's 3. She's been running in and out of here. I don't know if you guys can pick that up in the background. But, you know, I just want to be an example to her, and I want to build something that she can continue to grow when she gets older, if she wants to. She might want to, I don't know, do anything else besides this. But, you know, just lay a foundation to build for generations and generations to come of my family. And, you know, generational wealth is the goal. Number one. And then, of course, you know, just doing what you love. And I love the beauty products. I love to get cute and dolled up. And I want to make anybody else feel beautiful if I can. So if I can assist with that and make some money doing it, then it's a blessing double time.
Absolutely. Well, Drea, thank you so much. You are absolutely beautiful on the inside and out. But I would say that your inside makes your outside even more beautiful. Like, you're such an amazing person and you have such a beautiful spirit. And I know that Heartspace by Drea is going to continue to flourish and grow by tenfold, and you'll build that generational wealth, and your daughter is going to appreciate the fact that you had her in mind and she was your inspiration. And whether she picks up and runs your company or starts her own brand or does her own thing, you absolutely will have to know that you were and will be her inspiration for whatever she does in life. So I know she's going to be amazing. She's an amazing mom. And anyone watching this, I'm pretty sure they can see that through this, because I think the other thing that 2020 has helped us all see is how to spot real people and genuine vibes and genuine spirits. Like, I think we've all feel enough to where we have an even higher or heightened sense of discernment. And I think from this video and this interview, I think everyone can tell that you really exude Heartspace by Drea. So
thank you so much.
Thank you so much for being our featured spotlight on Black-owned brands. And for any out there watching, please give them your website one more time and your social media handle so that they can support you.
DreaDominique.com, DREA Dominique.com, and Instagram is Drea Dominique.
Yes. But thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And again, I'm putting out all those positive vibes. Heartspace by Drea, 2021, girl. Going up.
Thank you. You have a good rest of your day.
Thank you.
Bye.